This is Rahul Lanjewar from Mole School Rahul Lanjewar Information and Education. Today we are going to learn about the Earth in the space. So today we are going to learn about the Earth in the space. Earth is one of the 8 planets of the solar system that moves around at a great speed around the sun. The planets do not fly off in all directions, since they are held in a place by the sun's gravity. The sun is an extremely important for sustaining life on the earth. Its energy warms out the planet's surface, powers the wind and waves, drives the ocean currents and weather system, and recycles water. So in this para, it is explained that the earth is one of the 8 planets as shown in the diagram. The planets do not fly anywhere as they are held by the gravitational force of the sun. The sun is an important substance for living on the earth. It gives the light energy and warms our planet's surface. The powers, winds, and waves, drives the ocean current and weather system. And it also recycles the water which is went through the drainages of our home. So our next para will be the solar system. The planet circles the sun in a fixed orbit. A planet's year is the time it takes to complete a trip around the sun. The box right shows the distance of the planet from the sun and time taken to circle the sun in Earth or Earth years. So in this diagram, all the planets are shown, and Earth is on the third place from the sun. So first is Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars in the inner layer, and Jupiter, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are in the outer layer. And here you can see some dots. These dots are asteroid belt, as told here. So now, as here it's told that the planet circle is around the fixed orbit around the sun. A planet's year is a fixed time which a planet takes to revolve or have a revolution around the sun. Like the Earth have 366 and a half days or 365 and half days to revolve around the sun. There are 366 days in a leap year and 365 days in a normal year. Now here is one box. It shows the planet distance, which is in million kilometers, and orbit period. Mercury takes 88 days to complete 1 year, and its distance from sun or orbit is 5.9 kilometers. Venus, it takes 225 days to revolve around the sun and complete 1 year, and thus it's 108.2 million kilometers. Earth takes about 365 and a half days to complete the distance around the sun. So it's 149.6 million kilometers. Mars takes about 687 days, as the Mars is the fourth planet from the sun and is away from the sun. And Mars takes 687 days to revolve around the sun and has an orbit of 227.9 kilometers. Jupiter has 778.4 million kilometers, thus it takes 12 years to revolve around the sun. Means on Jupiter 12 years equals to 1 year. On Saturn 29 years are needed to complete one revolution, that is 1 year, and its orbit is about 1426.7 million kilometers. Uranus It takes about 84 years, as it's just before Neptune and is very far from Sun. And Neptune is very far. It's the last planet. And Uranus takes 287 and 1 million kilometers. Neptune takes 165 years, as it's the last planet, and it have an orbit of 4498.7. Here it's given the planet, astronomical symbols, diameter in kilometers, time for one rotation, time for one revolution, maximum distance from the sun, minimum, and then maximum distance from the sun in kilometers. It's a detailed map around the distances of the sun, a figure that tells about the planets. Now we have the next para, that is the seasons. As the Earth's orbit in the sun is also rotated on its axis, an imaginary line that joins north and the south poles, the Earth axis tilts over an angle of 23.5 degrees. When the north pole is the closest hemisphere, tilts away from the sun, receiving the less heat and light in the southern hemisphere, seasons are received. In this para, it is told that the seasons, as the Earth's orbit in the sun, it also rotates on its axis. An axis is an imaginary line on which a planet revolves, or a satellite revolves around it. An imaginary line called axis, joins over the north and the south pole. The Earth axis tilts over an angle of 23.5 degrees. The North Pole is closest to the Sun. It is summer in the North Hemisphere. In winter, the North Hemisphere tilts away from the Sun, receiving the less heat. Now, we will also know about one diagram, which is related to the seasons. So, here is the diagram. On which dates does it happen? It is told here. On 21 July, it is solstice. On March 21, it's equinox. On December 22, it is solstice. And on September 22, it is equinox. So here it is told in detail that how are the seasons formed. So we will learn about it in our next video. Now we will know world time zones. As you know that there are latitudes and longitudes. Due to the Earth's rotation, sunlight does not reach all parts of the globe evenly. Because of this, each country or part of the country uses a local time, a region which causes a single local time. It is called a time zone. There are 24 1-hour time zones around the world. These are arranged around the international date line, which roughly corresponds to the 180-degree line of longitude. In this para, it is told that the Earth have the time zones, which are arranged as the proper and are also known as local time zones. Each country or a part of country has a local time zone. As if we take 1 hour, so when the Earth rotates, the whole Earth will receive one time, but one side will be night and one side will be day. Therefore, there is always one local time zone for each country. As India is located in the eastern and northern hemisphere, it is towards the east of the Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean Time is considered as the main meridian of local time zone. So, from Greenwich Mean Time, the the India is away in the east, so it's plus 5.5 hours as shown in the map. Each country have a different time zone. As I told now that how the day and night performs using different meridians, there is the para given day and night. So we will skip this para. Now we have the next para, that is moon and the earth. The moon's gravity, only 1/6 of the earth. It is strong enough to extend a powerful pull on our planet. It tells that the moon has only 1/6 gravity divided by earth. As long it is strong enough to extend a powerful pull on our planet, the moon and the sun together create tides in the oceans. The period between high tides is 12 hours 25 minutes. The highest tides occur twice a month. When the moon, sun, and the earth are aligned, this arrangement or alignment of the three also causes eclipses. Now we will learn about eclipses. When the moon is directly between the sun and the earth, it covers the sun face. The sun is eclipsed when the moon is in the earth's shadow. No sunlight reaches the moon, thus is eclipsed. Here we have given you two diagrams. In this diagram, the sun is the main source of light. In solar eclipse, the moon comes in between of sun and the earth, and its orbit is shown here. It's the moon's orbit, and the moon's shadow fall on the part of the earth, thus formed a solar eclipse. Then there's a lunar eclipse, in which sun is the main source of light here also, but the difference is that the earth is between the sun and the moon, as shown. Here is also shown the diagram of moon. In the next part, we will have a detailed study about latitudes and longitudes. Bye.